Hello, today I will teach you all a game called President Ball. This game is for grade level 6 through 9. This game will enhance students' overall basketball skills and basketball knowledge, as well as learn them the presidents and the order in which the presidents were enlisted. This game is to be taking place on a basketball court, and the only equipment that will be needed are basketballs. However, you want to be sure that you are in a gym with basketball goals. I know that there are some gyms that do not have any basketball goals. First, the teacher will divide the players up into groups. The size of the class will determine the amount of students per group. Each group will consist of 2 or maybe 3 teams. The amount of teams will depend on the class size also. As you know, a basketball game is played with more than 5 players per team. In this case, I have 2 teams. Each group will be placed at a basketball goal. If there are more than 2 teams at a goal, the teacher will decide what team will compete first. To start the game off, the teacher will call out a number. The number will let the students know what president to choose according to the order in which he was enlisted. So for instance, I, the teacher, will say the number 1. The groups will have one designated member of the team to compete with the other member of the team to see who can say George Washington first. In order to compete, the member who is competing will stand up. The first person to stand up will say the president's name. If it is the correct president, his team will receive possession of the ball. His team will then try to score by first performing the designated basketball skill decided by the teacher and then attempting to make the basket. So the teacher says in order to score, the team must bounce past the ball twice before shooting. Then the team must bounce past the ball twice before shooting. Before the game is started, the teacher will demonstrate the skill. If the student who stands up first says the wrong president, then the other team will gain possession of the ball. If any basketball rule is violated, that team will forfeit their turn and cannot receive a point. If the basket is made, that team receives the point. Also, if the correct president is said, that team will receive a point. So there is a possibility of 2 points at a time. Teachers should make sure the students are successfully completing each basketball skill and learning the presidents and the order in which they were enlisted. This game was modified by James Ryder Jr. Thanks for listening.